We are on live on ringtv.com. Gracias. Thank you for everybody to attend this special event. I am extremely proud to have been. Here we see Triple G. And that's exactly what will happen at the T-Mobile Arena on September 16th. As a reminder, tickets for this mega event go on sale Thursday, June 22nd at 10 a.m., p.m., 1 p.m. Eastern. And if you can't be there in person, you can watch on the best network for boxing, and that's HBO pay-per-view. I'd also like to quickly thank our sponsors for the event. Tecate, Born Bold, Hennessy, Never Stop, Never Settle, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and Tesna Bank, and Capital Holdings. Thank you very much for all your support. This event is sure to be a blockbuster event thanks to your contributions. I also wanted to make a little bit of news tonight that HBO will go live at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, meaning the main event will go off no later than 11 p.m. on the East Coast. So for all the riders, for all the fans, you don't have to wait up too late at 12 midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. You will be able to watch this fight at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to present to you I Am Boxing.
Part of this experience, I Am Boxing. This is the first time that we've premiered this film. You guys are so stoked for September 16th already. I love this. Now you guys, in the film I Am Boxing, we had Don Chargan as our expert, and up here I am very happy and honored to have some boxing experts as well to talk about the big fight coming up September 16th. So right now we're going to go ahead and introduce everybody. Not only did he produce this film, but he is the CEO and chairman of the best boxing promotion.
Before we start, who's here for Golovkin? Who's here for Canelo?
Oscar, wow, this crowd right here is amazing.
Excited for this fight.
So let's get through these introductions very quickly. We've got Oscar De La Hoya up here with us, the legend, Bernard Hopkins, and of course the two guys that are responsible for having all these fans here today. We have a silver medalist who has destroyed everyone that has been placed in front of him. He's the current WBC, WBA, IBF champion. He has a record of 37-0 with 33 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Put your hands together for Gennady Triple G Golovkin. Alright, you guys, over here to my right, we have the current lineal and Ring Magazine middleweight champion. He has been boxing since the age of 15. Tenemos aquí el orgullo de México, Saúl Canelo Álvarez. All right, everybody wants to hear about that fight on September 16th, but first, we're going to talk a little bit about I Am Boxing. Of course, Oscar, this was your idea. You produced this film. Why was it so important to get this story out there about the golden eras of boxing transitioning into what's going down September 16th?
Well, I wanted to educate just a bit the history of what the middleweight division means to boxing. Whenever you have a middleweight fight with two of the best middleweights in the world today, you're going to get action. You're going to get a great fight. It's a guaranteed knockout fight. History shows it. You go back to Sugar Ray Robinson. You go back to Roberto Duran and Thomas Hearns. You go back to my partner, Bernard Hopkins. These are the best middleweights in the world from the past, the present, and the future. And the future is here right now with Golovkin. and Canelo on September 16th.
Absolutely. Now, speaking about Bernard, we got you down there, a former unified middleweight champion. Watching this film, I Am Boxing, tell me a little bit about those rivalries and why they are so important to the sport, and of course, why this between Triple G and Canelo is so important to boxing today.
It's very important because generations come and they go, and when you have a generation that comes and replace that division, unification is needed because it separates, not only making history for themselves, but also cementing their history in boxing. So to be able to pass the torch from my era to Canelo and Triple G is just taking it further, and then they will pass it. So this is a tradition in boxing and in sports of boxing that's very, very needed. And that's why I'm glad we have it.
All right, and now this question is for Tom Loeffler of K2 as well as you, Oscar. We know that Triple G and Canelo will deliver in the ring, but what is it about these two guys that keeps fans captivated when they're also not in the ring? Tom?
Well, when you have two fighters with such an exciting style like Triple G, like Canelo Alvarez, they don't know how to go backwards. They come forward, they both fight in the Mexican style. They're going to put on a great show for the fans. So I think that's what the fans are looking forward to, is the best fighting the best, and that's what you have September 16th.
Now, Oscar, what do you think it is about these guys that the fans just love?
Vamos a contestar en español. A ver. Yo creo que lo más importante es lo más importante es la afición. La afición, porque obviamente la afición sabe que esta pelea es una pelea bien seria, una pelea peligrosa para ambos. Pero yo creo que lo más importante es que cada uno tiene sus fans. Triple G ha demostrado año por año de que él es uno de los mejores pesos medianos en el mundo hoy en día. Y el Canelo Álvarez, pues él es el ídolo mexicano, la esperanza de México. Y obviamente tiene sus fans por todo el mundo. Y dentro del cuadrilátero, lo que la gente espera es una explosión y va a ser una pelea bien entretenida.
All right, and now talking about that fight on September 16th, let's hear it right now. Who is ready to see Canelo and Triple G September 16th? No, you think they're ready? Sounds like they're ready, huh?
It sounds like they're ready, yeah.
I know you guys, Oscar, you have been saying to everyone that this fight was going to happen. At one point, fans thought that it would not happen. To you, when you made this fight, why was it so important to announce it the way that you guys did? It was in a very dramatic fashion, and the fans loved it.
Well, it was a collaboration amongst everyone. This fight is made at a perfect moment in time in boxing. This fight couldn't have come at a better moment for the sport of boxing. This is the icing on the cake for 2017 and beyond. This fight here will transcend the sport. This fight here will attract that casual fan that maybe hasn't even watched boxing. This is how great this matchup is. It reminds me of those days where day in and day out we always witnessed amazing fights, amazing knockouts, and that's exactly what we're going to get on September 16th. Is an amazing fight because you have two warriors inside that same ring.
All right, and now we're going to have Eric Gomez help us on this one because Canelo, this question is for you. Oscar is saying, yeah, let's hear it for Canelo. If you're here for Canelo, let's hear it. All right, Canelo. Oscar is saying that right now, this is the perfect time for boxing, but why is it right now the perfect time for you to fight Gennady?
Para enfrentarlo a él y a cualquiera. Creo que estoy en un momento de mi carrera, uno de los momentos más importantes de mi carrera. Sé que puedo dar más todavía, ¿no? Pero estoy en mi mejor momento. Creo que la pelea llegó en un buen momento para el boxeo. Pero creo que el boxeo necesitaba esta pelea. La gente pedía esta pelea y simplemente quise darles lo que la gente pide.
I think it's a perfect time for this fight because it's the best moment for me. I'm on my peak. I think I could give a little bit more, but you know, this is a fight that I'm ready for. Not only just for him, but for anybody. And the fans demanded this fight, and I'm just very happy that I'm giving them this fight.
All right, now we're going to switch things over here. and ask a question to Gennady. You told me earlier that you have been wanting this fight. So motivated for this fight. It's exciting. Alright, Gennady, you told me that it has been 3 years since you wanted this fight. In that time that it took to make this fight, has it made it hungrier? Has it made you hungrier for this fight, to fight against Canelo?
First of all, good evening, everybody. Thank you, people, for supporting us. It's true boxing fans. Of course, everybody very excited for this fight. Yeah, last couple of years, everybody wanted to watch this fight. Right now, everybody ready. I'm very hungry, and I believe the whole scene is very hungry too. It's a very interesting fight for us. Thank you.
Very hard to hear. We've got a very excited crowd here today. Oscar, how do you even put this into words? Why are the fans so
And to think we're still 3 months away.
We're still 3 months away. We've still got so much time and the fans are so hungry. So you guys, why is this fight causing such an uproar, causing such a stir within the fans?
Because this is the best against the best, and you have 2 knockout artists who will try to take their head off on September 16th. And there's nothing better than watching 2 great fighters inside that same ring at their prime. One is undefeated, the other one is great. Both are great. We're in for a special treat on September 16th, and Bernard can't wait. One of the best middleweight fighters in the history of this sport. You have all world champions from past and present talking about this real fight that is taking place on September 16th.
Absolutely. Now, Eric, we're going to ask for your help on this one too, because this one is for Chepo. Chepo told me earlier that this fight is going to end in a knockout. Right now, Gennady is undefeated with 33 of his wins coming by way of knockout. What is Canelo going to do that nobody has been able to do before against Gennady?
Buenas noches, Nueva York. Good evening, New York. El 16 de septiembre, Canelo va a hacer lo que nadie ha hecho hasta el momento. September 16. Canelo's going to do what no one's been able to do. Le va a ganar a Golovkin y le va a quitar lo invicto. Para que todo México disfrute sus fiestas de septiembre con un gran triunfo del Canelo. ¡Viva México! ¡Viva el Canelo! I'm going to take away his own so that all Mexicans can celebrate September 16th, Independence Day. ¡Viva México! ¡Viva el Canelo!
This is for you. You're hearing Canelo's team say that this fight will end in a knockout and it will end in Canelo's favor. What's your response to that, and how do you guys see this fight going?
I think both guys are very confident. It's Gennady wouldn't have taken this fight if he didn't think he could win. Abel Sanchez, his trainer, is confident of a knockout. Gennady has the highest knockout percentage of any middleweight champion in history. I think this will be a knockout.
Everybody right now, I understand, is an amazing fight. Not only for us, it's for boxing. Seriously, everybody has a chance. I believe we bring amazing show, boxing event, special for you guys.
And Bernard, we're going to bring you back into the conversation. Bernard is a former unified. This night can go either way. It's a 50-50 fight. Do you agree with that?
Yes, this fight's going to be exciting, and might be a second one, but let's get past this one. But it's going to be a fight that people are going to talk about. I'm pretty sure the way Triple G come, he's a champion. He's a confident champion. and Canelo's the same way. So when you got two types of mentalities, it's a hard fight to not want to watch.
Absolutely. Now, of course, this means everything to the fans. We've got them in here cheering for Canelo, cheering for Triple G. But when you guys made this fight, at what point do you really get to enjoy what this means for the sport of boxing?
The fact that this fight is made for a unification title fight, the fact that it's not a catch weight, this is at 160 pounds, the middleweight division. This is to see who is the best middleweight on the planet today. And the fact that we're respecting the fans' wishes. We made this fight for the fans. Canelo and Golovkin made this fight for the fans. And on September 16th, you're in for a special treat, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And now, of course, just a reminder that tickets for this fight do go on sale on Thursday. If you can't get those tickets, you can always buy this on HBO pay-per-view. And I know that we do have some microphones that are out there on the floor right now. So media, we're going to go ahead and open this up to questions. If you have a question, don't shout that out. Go ahead and raise your hands. We've got a mic over on the left, over on the right as well, and we'll be open to taking questions right now.
Bernard, this is to you. Bernard, how good do you feel that a fight like this has come about that not only enhances the middleweight division, but what you've done, the most defenses by a middleweight champion? Talk about what this means to the history of the middleweight division. Outstanding.
It means just what we watched for 10 minutes. It means not only two credible warriors thanking fighters that want to fight the best. I mean, I'm proud to leave a division years ago, the middleweight division, after unifying it, now seeing it being unified again years later, over 10 years later. To me, is the best thing that can happen, not only for boxing and the fans, but for the middleweight division.
Next question.
My question is for Golovkin. Golovkin, this is the biggest fight of the year. It's to crown the middleweight king. What can the fans expect to see?
First of all, thanks to all fans. All fans. Canela's fans, my fans, and more boxing fans. Because this is a big gift, big present to boxing, this sport. We're both great athletes, professional athletes. You know, special for you guys.
All right, next question.
This is a question for Oscar. Oscar, just with the current environment of combat sports in general, how important do you feel this fight is, not just for boxing, but for combat sports? I'm not going to mention the other wildness that's going to happen. I'm just going to have you comment on the importance of this type of match on the impact of overall, combat sports.
Well, this is September 16th is a real fight against two real fighters, against two real boxers. It doesn't get any better than this. You have two fighters who are in their prime. You have two fighters who know and have lived and breathed the sport of boxing. And you have a unification. You have two knockout artists. You have guys who are at the top of their game. This is a real fight on September 16th. And most importantly, it's on the date of September 16th, which is Mexican Independence Holiday, which is the biggest holiday for the sport of boxing. Anybody in their right mind would love to fight on September 16th. And guess what? Canelo and Triple G are taking over September 16th.
Next question. And if we can get you to stand up, please.
Mi pregunta es para Canelo Álvarez. Te voy a traducir también. Floyd Mayweather says that you can knock out Triple G. Voy a traducir ahora. Floyd Mayweather dice que puedes noquear a Triple G. ¿Qué tú sientes de eso?
Bueno, yo también pienso que puedo. Creo que en el boxeo no se puede predecir un knockout, ¿no? Pero me voy a preparar al 100%. Creo que esta pelea por los estilos de los dos seguramente no va a terminar los dos asaltos. Entonces hay que estar listos para cualquier cosa.
I also believe that I can win by knockout. But you can't predict anything. Obviously, I'm going to prepare 100% and be ready for this fight. But because of the high knockout ratio between both of us, I'm pretty sure this fight will end in a knockout.
Alright, next question. Shamino Gato, Fight HQ. This question is for Triple G. Triple G, you always say you fight Mexican style, now you're fighting an actual Mexican. Are we going to see a big drama show?
Absolutely. Absolutely, everybody wants big drama show. I promise.
Next question.
Yes, hi, Oscar, how are you? This question is for you, actually. You've been in big fights, obviously, Felix Trinidad, the man sitting next to you, your partner, Bernard Hopkins. I'm just curious, in terms of this fight, where do you rank this fight in terms of big fights? Your fights with Felix Trinidad, your fights with Bernard Hopkins. Do you believe that this fight will transcend that?
Absolutely, 1,000%. The fact that this is a collision course. This is a fight where Triple G has had his illustrious career for many years, undefeated, knocking everybody out. The way he says, big drama show for you, Mexican style. That's exactly what he does every single time. And Canelo Alvarez has been fighting the very best. He is the very best. And this fight, the winner of this fight will be pound for pound king of the world on September 16th. And I believe this fight, yes, was meant to be on September 16th. It is a collision course, and I strongly feel that this fight will live up to the expectations.
All right, next question.
My name is Evan Smith. Hey guys. My question is for both of you guys. Both of you guys seem to be body punchers. The body punch is like a kind of underrated punch. We saw it be really effective this weekend. Do you guys think that will be a key part of this fight? Maybe a war of attrition and working each other out, going to that body.
Siempre en una pelea el golpe al cuerpo es importante. Creo que en esta pelea también es lo mismo, ¿no? Como en todas, va a ser muy importante y vamos a trabajar en todo.
Body punch is always important. It's always important. Not only for this fight, but any fight. So it's a big key and obviously it's going to be important.
Next question. Here.
Sí, Canelo, Rodolfo Vargas, TV Azteca, la Casa del Boxeo. Quiero decirte que estamos muy orgullosos en México del trabajo que has hecho. ¿Qué le dices a la gente en México que está esperando ese knockout del próximo 16 de septiembre? Tu equipo lo señala como una posibilidad. ¿Tú qué piensas?
Bueno, primero que nada agradecerle a toda la gente el apoyo que siempre me han brindado. Creo que es una motivación para mí extra y bueno, es una grande posibilidad, ¿no? Del knockout por los estilos y creo que, como lo dije, esa pelea no va a terminar a decisión y me voy a preparar para ser yo el que lo aplique.
Last question.
Let's do something different now. 1 second. Let's pick somebody from the audience to ask a question. Ese con el zarape.
So Christian, go ahead and head back there and get that fan for us.
Ese primero.
El cabrón con el zarape.
Have him come up on stage. Come up on stage. Come on. All right, we have 2 zarapes. Okay, come on.
Dos zarapes, vénganse.
Eso es el zarape para acá arriba, ándale. Venga.
All right, now we need 2 Triple G fans. 2 Triple G fans.
Not media. We're gonna get some fans up there. The guy in the gray shirt waving his arms. Let's get those 2 up here.
Triple G fans, over there. We can have you guys fight on stage. Come here.
See, Oscar, when you say this is for the fans, you really mean that this fight is for the fans.
This fight is
Check
for
this
the
out.
fans, yes.
Go ahead and bring it up. All right, here come our 2 Canelo fans up here.
Okay,
una pregunta para ti. ¿Por qué tú crees que va a ganar el Canelo?
Porque los tiene bien puestos, hermano.
¿Por qué no crees que va a ganar? Eso. ¿Y que viva qué?
¡Viva México, cabrones!
Now we have two Triple G fans. And we have the same question. We have the same question. Why in your mind you think Triple G is going to win?
He's a harder puncher. He's going to knock Canelo out in 9 rounds.
Why do you think he's going to win?
I think he's the most skillful boxer. Canelo has faster hands, but Triple G's timing is going to negate that. And he's going to break him down.
Hey, there you go. Now both of you, go at it. No, like I said, this fight is for the fans, and we heard it for the fans. We heard it for the fans.
They're getting very excited here. Alright, guys. Thank you guys so much.
UK, and the fans were just going crazy, so we are thrilled, and thank you very much. Gracias por el apoyo. Va a ser una gran pelea. We have more questions, right?
No, actually, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to thank everybody for coming out here today. So on behalf of the panel that we have up here, this is the part where you guys get to make some noise. So let's hear it. Canelo, we're going to have you stand up. Stand up as well. Right now, we're going to have our fighters step up to the front of the stage, and we're going to have our fighters pose. So right now, guys, get your phones out, get your cameras ready, because we're going to have these guys pose.
Camera guys, sit down. Down. Camera guys, sit down.
Come on, you got to sit down, man. Yo, Triple G looks
People in the
massive
front
next
row,
time.
we're going to need you guys to sit down. Remember, this is a live stream as well. We are streaming this right now. Thank you so much for being out here. A reminder, tickets do go on sale on Thursday. If you cannot get your tickets, make sure that you are buying that